Hey, it's your girl KB back with another review for Real Housewives of Potomac. So, this episode, season 9, episode 12, Rumble in the Jungle. Yeah. Jacqueline is comforting Mia about the kids, right? Because apparently, allegedly, Gordon got the kids from the nanny at Jacqueline's house and took the children 4 hours, I suppose, back to Charlotte, where they're from, where they have a trusted family nanny. Took the kids there and didn't tell Mia anything really. She can't get in touch with the kids, with the nanny or nothing. I'm sorry. This really, honestly, it felt flawed. It felt fake to me because I just feel like as a parent in this day and age, ain't no way your children of that age don't have a phone where they could reach you while you out the country. They not finna be, well, I guess these people would be as close a family as Mia would have because she doesn't have close relations to her family. But girl, like, Melina would have a phone. If I'm out the country and she's not like with my mama, she would have a phone. Like, here you go. This is how you reach me. I'm gonna call you 3, 4, 5 times a day, and you better answer this phone. You better charge it up at night. I ain't playing. Okay, she's making it out like she says Gordon said he feels like she's on vacation with ink. So he's just trying to control what he can, and that's the kids. Mia is boo-hooing, but ain't no tears coming out. So they think that, she says that the play mama is not answering because the lady that she thinks has her kids is like a family friend. She stood in the role of mother of the bride in her wedding because her mom was incarcerated. So she knows the lady well. She just needs to make sure that that's where her kids at. But she's not answering the phone. They end up calling the lady's daughter, and she does confirm that the children are with her mama. They've been there and they fine. Mia's like, oh, the children are fine. They're actually having a great time. They're in their jammies right now. Jeremiah caught his first fish, and they did this and they did that, and they're just having a grand old time. It's like, all right, girl. So next they asked Kay about Greg, and she said that he missed her because he's hungry. All he been eating is pizza. I said, didn't you just make fun of her like last week? Well, this is her telling us, but I'm like, girl, he was just saying that you don't cook, so now he miss you because you be cooking food, but you don't cook. Make it make sense, Kay. She is so in love, and it seems like she changed a lot about herself to be with him. And this is just from her own words. Like, she literally says that. She's saying how she don't do this no more. She don't do that no more. She don't stay out no more because they got kids. I said, girl, those are his kids. Those are his kids. Like, if you don't want to stay out no more, say that you just don't want to stay out no more. But saying this because y'all got kids and it's his kids. And girl, she's like, but it's okay. It's good for me. It's good for me. Who are you trying to convince? Us or yourself? It seems like a very odd pairing, the two of them. And like I said, I like to chalk stuff up to people not wanting to be on camera so they don't come across as they truly are on camera because they like, there's a camera over there watching me. So I always leave room for that. But even the ladies who have probably been around him, I feel like, well, maybe not. But yeah, they've been around him, where it might not be a camera jammed in your face. And even they are not convinced of this relationship for real, for real. They on the Sprinter headed out for a day of shopping and eating. Karen, Karen is talking about her and Ray and the marriage and how things are going, as far as she gave him a list of things that he needs to change and do better as a husband. I said, Karen, and this is you talking after the DUI? Lady, stop playing with us. The way Ray tried to save you out there, and you gonna give him a list of stuff that he needs to change? Baby, you need to put the bottle down. you need to put the bottle down. Or at least call an Uber when you picking it up. Like, girl, I just thought it was just so tasteless for her to talk about what Ray needs to do better when she just got a DUI and wrapped her car around a freaking tree. Girl, Karen is clueless. The grand dame of Notre Dame thing, as Sharice would say. Karen's antics are hilarious to me, but she's always been a mess. I didn't think she was this much of a mess, DUI mess, but I guess, like I said, she had a driver in the earlier days, so whatever, whatever. But she says that she has a list of things that Ray needs to do that he used to do when they first got together. Number one is opening up car doors. Number two is going downtown. So they're like, oh, okay, if you making him do that, what, are you back to doing it? She's like, no, I retired my mouth. I wanted to throw up thinking about Ray and Karen in their 69 and child. Mm-mm. Giselle says, girl, what Ray got to do to get a little slob knob? What's wrong with you? She's like, girl, I slob on knob. I don't know what you do. I take care of mine, okay? I takes care of mine. I don't know what you on over there. Cracking me up, y'all. Jacqueline tells Ashley that Mia had a panic attack about the kids. She said, earlier she didn't know where the children were, and she just really, was in a bad place because she didn't know where the kids were. But we found them. So as they're walking through the streets of Panama, going shopping and stuff, looks like they're in like a little plaza, a little downtown area, something right there, where everything is just right there on top of each other. So, I see why they couldn't change on the bus. That joint windows don't look all that tinted at all. So they're walking through, and Wendy is getting all the love, baby. She said that the Godiva goddess is here, baby. You hear me? Beautiful. Wendy's so fine. Mia is telling Stacey, Ashley, and Kiana about Gordon and how she finally touched base with her kids. Ashley is just like, this is concerning because Mia be lying so much. She don't know what to believe. She don't know what's really going on. Is Mia wrong? Is Gordon wrong? Like, she's just over it. And she lets that be known out loud. She's basically just like, I still can't understand why you double down on talking about Giselle's kids the way that you did. Mia's just like, girl, F that. She's like, well, I don't know how to be there for you as a friend if that's how you acting. I said, period. Because Mia is just, her behavior is so unjustifiable. But like I said, when they were the head of the Mean Girls, it didn't matter much. But now, oh my gosh, she's so despicable. Crazy. So Ashley goes to find the other ladies because she's over it. They over there hat shopping, and Stacey is also getting all of this attention. No. Before that, Stacey is eating up everything that Mia is saying, and he's, oh my God, why would he do that? Why would he take the kids? Oh my God, this is terrible. I don't know how I would feel if my husband took Arabella and I didn't know where she was. She is shocked that Ashley got her foot on Mia's neck in such a time. But like I said, Ashley's like, girl, Mia be lying. We don't even know if this is the truth, honey. So now we see Stacey getting all this attention as well. She's walking through, and who was that? Was it Mia? I think it was Mia. Was like, it's because she in heat. They can smell her from all that lack of ejaculation. That made me laugh, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. So they go to a rum tasting, and Karen is like, oh, I'll have some ginger ale, okay? The ladies got Wendy some gifts, unprovoked. I said, sweet. Very cute. Giselle and Karen got her and her daughter some hats, and the other set of ladies, who was it? Mia and Stacey, they got her like this little banana pipe because Happy Eddie got some smokables, put it in the pipe. As they give it to her, it's an odd little gift, but it's cute, the thought. It's the thought that counts. It's a cute little gift. We're in Panama. Give me some little trinkets that say Panama, okay? So Jacqueline is like, do you like that? Wendy, you don't like that, right? That made me laugh. I don't know why. But they asked her, Karen, are you drinking? It's not like you're driving. That's what Jacqueline said. She's like, bitch. Y'all, it had me cracking up because it got up under Karen's skin real bad. She did her confessional like, oh, don't you worry about my sobriety. Who even said that I'm going to be sobriety? I said, not that you going to be sobriety. Was you drunk in that confession? Girl, I was cracking up. Ashley's like, girl, let me go call my kids before I get too drunk and they get to their daddy house. She called and FaceTime the boys. Then she heads back in and they do impersonations of each other. And I was cracking up. Kiana did Mia throating the bottle. Stacy did Ashley doing little TikTok dances. They was making fun of Kiana like, I love Greg and I love Greg. It was a good little time, right? They end up talking about taking trips with men, like getting the first trip out the way early so you know how you travel with people, because that's a big deal breaker, right? It is. I had talked to this guy for a minute and then we went and traveled somewhere and I was like, ooh, this ain't gonna work. So I agree. Sometimes you need to get that travel out the way if you can. She says that, I went on, because that's what they were talking about with Greg. She was like, when did you know Greg was the one? Oh, when he invited me on this trip and we had so much fun and da-da-da. I said, y'all had fun, but you said now he's too serious. Which is it, sis? Which is it? He only had fun on vacation? Some people be like that. So Giselle talks about how she was on the first trip with a man and it did not go good. She ended up leaving. I be so like, oh my God. Why I didn't realize it's 1 o'clock and this time I'm about to go off and interrupt my video and I'm gonna have to put it through the other app and it's gonna take longer. It's just a nuisance. But yes, Kiana and Greg, they went on their first trip and it went good. Giselle was talking about how she went on first trip on a man and it just did not go good. She said she left. And then she was like, no, actually he left, but I made him pay the bill first or something like that. And then I said, but she was like, yeah, but he still want me. My mind immediately went to Herman. Was that Herman that was being real thirsty? Herman was being real thirsty. My mind immediately went to Herman. Jacqueline chimes in and was like, yeah. And like when you do it for the first time and they like come really quick. They like come really quick, okay? Yeah, it's that wop. Y'all got that wop. Mia will tell you it's that wop. Ashley looking at her up and down like, oh, Jacqueline, it's like that? It's like that? Ashley, she cracked me up with that because I immediately was like, oh, she don't have her little scissor sisters friend of me, Candace, on the show no more. Because they definitely seem like when they be good, they be good. And they allude to this night in, it's either New York or Vegas, a BravoCon night that they will never tell anybody else what happened. They both have like mentioned this thing in interviews. So I'm like, y'all be good, huh? So anyway, Ashley is like, but y'all tossed somebody together, right? Basically, I can't remember what it was, but y'all tossed somebody together, right? Who was that? And Wendy was like, yeah, it was ink, right? It was ink. Jacqueline denies it. She's like, no, what? With a smirk on her face. But Mia starts acting all like, oh, snap. And they just kind of go into this explanation. She was like, well, no, because it was 2 men. And they like, 2 men? Girl, what type of freaky stuff? Stacy's over there clutching her pearls. Oh my God, stop talking. Oh my God, stop talking. She is about to die from secondhand embarrassment over there. She is cracking me up. But Mia tells the story. She says, basically, it was an orgy, but she feels like, but Jacqueline was with Ink's best friend. They didn't do nothing together, but they may have had a little foreplay around each other because all 4 of them were in the shower together. They flash back to when they were in Miami and Jacqueline and Mia were in the shower together there too. And it's like, they so extra, the way that they always be sharing a room. I wonder how they felt not being in a room together. They used to share the bed. So I wonder how they felt not being in a room together, okay? But Jacqueline's like, I'm not ashamed of what happened. It was 20 years ago. I was finding myself, and why not do that with a friend? I completely agree. Moving on. Dr. Wendy said, thank you, Mia. Thank you for that additional information about your life. I said, baby, not like you, Professor Wendy. You put the professor hats on, like you in class somewhere. Had me cracking up. Then she lets them know that they need to go change in the bathroom because they finna head to Twitter. I said Twitter. They finna head to dinner. Somebody on Twitter said she had them changing in the bathroom like they on America's Next Top Model go see. That tweet cracked me up. I said, not a go see. But that's how they was, because I would have been like, girl, change in the bathroom. And my thought was like, dang, they can't change on the Sprinter. But then I was looking at it right now and I'm like, oh, them Sprinter, yeah, no, they couldn't change on the Sprinter. They couldn't do that. So lastly, we see, well, not lastly, on the way there, we see Mia is on the phone cupcaking with Ike. She's planning to, as soon as she land, get on a flight to Atlanta. They all looking at her like, weren't you just crying and hyperventilating about not knowing where your kids at? And now you finna take a detour before even going to see them? They're judging the mess out of her. She's in her confessional like, listen, I got 3 kids. My oldest son lives in Atlanta. Ink lives in Atlanta, so I might as well see him, before heading home type deal. Okay, girl. Dinner, Stacy brings up, okay, I saw the updates about your court case. How's that going? And they're like, court case? Wait, start from the beginning. What's happening? She lets them know that she is suing Deborah. I said, yes, ma'am. Period. You hear me? Giselle was like, oh, that's still a thing? She was like, yes, that's going to always be a thing for me. Like, I have a permanent scar on my forehead, girl. Like, what? I said, yup, exactly. So we know now for real the timeline of this, that Ashley was trying to do damage control in Charlotte when she was like, oh, I don't even see a scar. Do you have a scar? I don't even see a scar. Girl, bye. Giselle asked her, well, is it a criminal case or a civil case? She said both. It's a criminal case that the courts picked up because it was assault with a deadly weapon. So I didn't even have to file those charges. But Giselle's like, so why are you doing a civil case? Like, she doesn't have any money. She's like, that's not my business. She can get that money from her husband or her cat or her dog. I don't care. That's not my business. Like, pay me my money. I said, period. Just because somebody don't have the money, you supposed to just let them slide on some fugazi? No. And we see the same thing is happening with Sasha K right now. Cardi B is like, girl, stop playing with me. You got that money offshore. Ain't no bankruptcy. You gonna pay me my money. And that's what she get, because why double, triple, quadruple down on something that you literally made up in your head? You know it ain't true. You just out here just spreading these falsities for the sake of clicks and views. It's really crazy, y'all. Anywho, Giselle is ordering her food, and she also orders everything for Karen too. And Wendy is over there laughing. She's like, they like a cute little married couple. They over there just ordering each other food, this, that, and the third. I said, they really are. I like when Karen and Giselle are getting along. They talking about shopping and how Ashley walked out. Ashley was like, yeah, it was just a really tough moment for me. Stacey was like, well, it was really a rough morning for Mia. And Mia tells the larger group of what's going on. Wendy's concerned about going and being around the kids, because she's like, I know you're trying to be all peaceful co-parenting, but it sounds like you need to be worried about their well-being. She's like, but I can't prove that he's an unfit parent to keep him away from the kids. Karen said, listen, my ex-husband took my oldest son, Brandon, on a joyride one time. I showed up with the cops and he got the message, okay? He got the message. Giselle was like, you know what? I want my kids to be in a safe place too. And you doubled down on what you said. She said, yeah, but I apologize. She said, yeah, but you apologize off camera. Mia is trying to make it like it's a big, huge deal that Giselle is making it a deal that she apologized off camera and not on. But I feel Giselle as well, because, girl, don't try to disrespect me in public and apologize in private. That's something I cannot stand. Okay? So Mia she's tired of being scrutinized, you guys. Everything I do is put under a microscope. Everything I post, everything I do. But you get to, parade around like you're just this perfect family with these perfect kids. And I'm like, girl, you're being scrutinized because you're oversharing. You're coming in and volunteering information that we didn't need to know. We didn't ask to know. We didn't even know existed to know. Okay? And where I'm at, they flash back. No, Wendy was like, woe is Mia. Woe is Mia. I said, wait a minute. You can tell something happened in between this because just the last episode, Wendy was a little bit on Mia's side. Not necessarily Mia's side, but like feeling like, woe is Mia. She's going through a lot. But in this moment, no ma'am. So I'm like, ooh, did the argument happen in between there where she legit called the girl, the W word, and they got into a big crazy fool out? A little blowout, right? I'm wondering, right? They're all over Mia's foolishness. They flash back to a couple of moments. The most important to me is when she volunteered the information that Gordon said to Ink. Yeah, she got an abortion because of you. Because what was the point in that? What was the point in that? You could have said that they got to arguing at the house and that's it. You went all into this extra information and then you be mad when people judge you for it. Like, girl, it's your lackadaisical manner in which you think this stuff is okay, and it's not. It's not. And then current day, allegedly, y'all broken up. You ain't even with Ink no more. You ain't even with Ink no more. But you had your kids all up in the house with him. Probably was calling him Uncle Ink and all this goofy stuff. Girl, just crazy. Just crazy. Mia said, no, Jacqueline tries to take up for her, and they show Jacqueline's package of always looking foolish behind standing up for Mia. Mia says, I'm trying to be liberated. I'm trying to have fun and be liberated. And you miserable bees won't let that be. They're like, girl, what? Wendy says, girl, them 613 girls, something else. Stacy is confused at what this means. I am also. What is a 613 girl? She said the color, the 613 blonde. Karen and Mia be wearing that 613 blonde. Stacy said in her confessional, just leave it to Karen. Karen the only one that need to be wearing the 613. They were like, what about Ashley? She was like, but I ain't really mind Ashley's little 613 bob. But it kind of makes me feel like she be trying to emulate Candace when she do certain things and hairstyles and stuff. It's like, it's given, oh, that looks cute on her. It worked for her. It has to work for me. You know what I mean? That's what Ashley's demeanor gives, because it's like you're trying to copy paste that girl so bad, right? But yes, y'all, Stacy, they cracking me up about the 613 line. But that is it for this episode. Look like it's gonna be some more mess on the next one, y'all. I said, Jesus, take the wheel, okay? And make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, let me know what y'all think about the video. And until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.